Hey, welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name is Megan.
I'm Deborah.
And I'm Lance. It has been a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we're all so exhausted. And maybe more than exhausted. So glad that you've joined us for this evening. Before we were even getting started, there was like a goth girl cheerleader battle kind of going on. Debbie actually was a cheerleader in high school.
And he told me that if he had known that I was a cheerleader before we went on our first date, he never would have asked me out. All bets would have been off.
I mean, for real. I was the grunge kid.
I'm a little bit bitter. Like, you prejudging me, thinking you know who I am.
You know, it was... I was the emo boy before emo was a thing.
Okay, but I was also, like, head nerd of my school.
You did it all, Debbie. You did it all.
You did do it all.
I just like to dance. I just want to dance.
And if you haven't seen it yet, Cosmic Ron and Sais did drop the video of us at Comic-Con, and there is an after credits of Debbie as
busting a move.
Big Tina. Debbie in a dinosaur costume, like tearing it up. And at one point I'm a little bit jealous because somebody comes and dances with you. It was a girl, so that made me feel a little better.
You were busy doing an interview while all that was going on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was actually buying books, and
Big Tina was living her best life. Okay.
Yeah,
Tina was having.
So if you
a
haven't
great time.
seen it, do check it out on YouTube's.
YouTubes.
It is actually not at this point on MySpace.
Nothing is, because no one's on MySpace.
Does it mean you can't put it there? There might be some random person who would enjoy it.
I'm not doing that.
Well, then you need to give other people access
gonna be
so we can add to this wonderful, glorious space.
I don't have it.
You set it up.
No, I did not.
Yes,
Lance
you did.
set up the MySpace.
I had to email them 7 times.
Yeah, so that doesn't bode well that we're going to be able to actually do stuff.
You can upload the video then.
I tried uploading some stuff and it didn't work.
Because you don't know the MySpace secrets.
Maybe there is some sort of arcanum. Like,
you need to ask a millennial.
If any of you couldn't have guessed, this is Ron talked to us about, that we had one of the episodes where we're supposed to let you get to know us, which is frankly terrifically embarrassing because I mean this is it. But he was actually disappointed. So we're trying to do like one of these where we just talk episodes. So we have the social lubricant,
AKA booze,
water.
Oh, sure.
Orange
water.
juice.
Yeah,
mine has like some juice in it.
I think I have cranberry.
I think I have pineapple in mine.
It's yummy, whatever it is.
It's delicious and fruity.
Whatever I'm drinking has a percentage of water in it.
Indeed.
Because it has ice.
Same. Mine has ice too. So yeah, it's water.
But this is for the 11 of you who are listening to us, thank you so much for listening to us. We love you guys.
Oh,
we
learned
most
tonight
of you.
that we're big in Vietnam.
Woohoo!
I'm not even sure how to feel about that.
I don't know
honestly.
how. It just, Ron tells us okay, there's been a lot of people listening or downloading in these places. And I'm like, what? I'm still only, in my mind, thinking that maybe a couple of our family members are the only people listening to this thing.
And there are people in Emporia who listen to us just because they like
a few
us.
of our...
So our top countries are the United States, France, and Vietnam.
And then it goes UK and then, but still,
just stop right there. Like the United States, France, and Vietnam. What?
How? Why? What happened? Who are you people?
Is there something about, I wonder what they are searching in their search engines that they end up landing on Middle Ground Books?
And finding our podcast and listening to it.
Yeah.
Maybe
what are
they're
they
trying
searching?
to learn Midwestern English.
Maybe
I
they
don't
want
know.
to get rid of their accent.
It could be learning
trying to,
English. That's
it
a
could
good
be
idea.
that their cat just jumped up on the keyboard and
18 times
we
in
do
Vietnam.
talk about cats in our podcast sometimes because our cats get into mischief.
There's one right now that is eyeing the counter like she's going to jump up on it.
So, my dear
Don't
friend,
do it, girl.
So, my dear Fred, the first one who does this, if you're in France and you're listening to us, for the love of all things good, do send us an email at admin@middlegroundbooks.com. I will make sure, if the first one who emails me from France to say, this is why we listen in France, or I listen in France, I will mail you a little foxy toy, like one of our mascots.
They are super cute. You totally want one.
Yeah. So
they have these cute little green hoodies that say Middle Ground Books.
Because I don't I don't know. No, that's not true. I do listen to our podcast. I really do, because I love listening to Deborah and Meg. It makes me so happy. I just have to keep my part on kind of the down low, and ignore that bit. But
you have the radio voice. That's not it. That's not it. No, cut that out.
Going back to the Foxies, I'm a little jealous of their adorable green hoodies. Because
we need our own green hoodies.
We've never had any hoodies.
We have had customers request hoodies, so maybe we need to look into making hoodies.
Maybe you should just try to put on one of the Foxy's hoodies. I think it would be small.
I mean, I am smaller these days than in the past, but I'm not that small. I could not.
You could wear it on your hand.
Anyway, we could do. The reason we haven't done hoodies thus far is because we've only done sweatshirts with the printed thing on the front, and our printers told us that it was too large to fit with the pocket that's generally on a hoodie. But we could do. We have
our word.
We could do our embroidered. We could do a hoodie with our embroidered logo on it.
I was just thinking the whole just the part, the logo that's just the word.
Why don't instead of having the pocket,
actually matched the Foxies? That could work too. But I was thinking it'd be cool to do the embroidered logo with a hoodie.
Why don't instead of having the pocket on the front of the hoodie, we put the pocket on the back so
that's really useful.
So that way your hands would stay warm if you were handcuffed.
Wow.
Okay.
Our listeners and customers are not the type that. Yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to say is the embroidered thing.
Think of these
things. The embroidered thing really isn't that expensive. It's only $5 or $8 per garment to embroider our logo.
Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know.
You're still distracted by the whole handcuff thing.
He's very amused with himself.
I'm actually just looking at you.
You've kind of been on a roll of saying things that embarrass us this evening.
It's me. It's my turn. My turn.
Yes, we're listening.
My turn.
We're listening.
So our last episode, if you guys heard it, so I read a little poem that was kind of just for Ron, and then he put it at the very end, if you don't listen to all the way to the end.
A hidden track.
And he told me that all of the music that you guys hear, not just our title track, where we actually have to listen to that in order to get into the headspace to be able to do the podcast.
Yeah, we rock out.
But he actually records, he generates, and he does that on the fly, that he just builds all the music for our podcast,
which is amazing. That poetry episode had lots of cool music, and it was all Ron original. Well, and he made our theme song, which we love.
Our intro and outro music,
And I feel like Ron original, original,
Ron original.
That sounds like something.
Sounds like a dirigible.
No, it sounds like something. It sounds like Scooby Doo trying to say something.
Oh, Scooby Doo. The thing with Scooby Doo is that every time it was always just somebody in a mask. There was it was all okay and fine in the end. It was all going to be okay. Yeah. And you could never, you watched as a child, you never got scared because you knew in the end it would be fine. Some guy in a mask.
Scooby's got it under control.
Fine. Yeah.
He'll make himself a giant sandwich and it'll all be all right.
And Daphne is going to get kidnapped.
They'll build some
Velma's
crazy
gonna lose her
trap
glasses.
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And Fred is going to be
useless.
The blonde one.
Useless.
I'm sorry. I'm sure there are wonderful guys out there who are listening who are blondes, but I've never, tall, dark, and handsome is definitely the type for me. Always has been, always will be. There must be somebody who likes the blondes, but it's not me.
Is it really the blonde, or is it that Fred always had a neckerchief?
That neckerchief is a definite deterrent Yeah. So
Maybe we
what
should
is he
bring it
hiding
back.
under
Maybe-
there? Like, why does he do that? What is he hiding?
Hickeys.
You were really fast with that answer.
You know,
It's like, are you speaking from experience?
I had a neckerchief. There was a neckerchief.
Whatever. You have not. I've never. You wear a cravat sometimes.
That's basically a neckerchief.
But that's
now
like-
I know why he wears it.
It's like a part.
Debbie.
It's a part of a costume. Well, don't accuse me.
So I feel like a cravat is just it's a little bit more bougie.
It's
than
a
the
fancy
neckerchief.
Definitely
neckerchief.
nerdier than a neckerchief.
It's historically accurate neckerchief. I don't know. It's from a time period.
Yeah, like you wear that as
the
part of a
neckerchief
costume,
is
not just for
from
general
the
wear.
late 70s, early 80s.
I mean, I suppose,
so,
yeah,
like-
that's historical now, too.
Wow. Ouch. It's okay. I am grateful that I have every day that I have. And getting older is just part of it.
Well, isn't an antique considered... I'm an antique at this point, too, so...
It depends on what you're talking about. Like, when can you get an antique license for a vehicle?
35 years in the state of
Okay.
So
Kansas.
I'm an antique.
Well, you would be in an antique car, but when is yogurt an antique?
Okay, fair. That's, it's
Like,
all a
that's
matter of perspective, I guess.
Or when is a ham sandwich an antique?
That you don't want an antique food item that's food poisoning waiting to
I
happen.
kind of want to start a website now that is like antique food.
Like, we used to have those kind of experiments under the back seat of our vehicle when we had small children.
Well, and even more, like somebody told me the antique store here in town actually had like tapioca pudding on the show.
Yes. Don't you remember that, Debbie? We saw the tapioca pearls that were in this little box that...
Was that at the antique store? I remember seeing that at the William Allen White House.
No.
Like, there's still old food in the
it was
pantry.
that giant antique store.
The one that's done by the train tracks.
Well, used to be down there.
Oh, yes. That was craziness.
So if you haven't guessed it, this is not an episode where we're going to be diving deep on a book and talking about the profundities of,
What does profundity even mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
That's a big brain word.
You are such a nerd. What is profundity?
well, something that is
It makes me think
See,
of
you at
something
least
medical,
asked-
and I
you
know
at
it's
least
not
asked,
something
and
medical.
I would have just been like, sure, yeah, profundity. I don't know what that means,
No,
but I'm
it
going to
makes
roll with
me
it.
think of like the fundus, it makes me think medical things, but I know that's not what it is. So please tell me what is profundity.
well something
Educate
that
us, Lance.
says something that is profound.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Makes good sense. Thank you for the
I
explanation.
just didn't feel like that was a big leap.
Well,
Well, the thing is,
I had a beverage or two. In my defense.
Okay, so we also did talk about this with Ron, that Ron was sometimes concerned that, he didn't want to become a job to us. And our friend Ryan Wilson also suggested always podcast like nobody's listening. And so we had previously, like shortly before we did our podcast, we talked about, we needed to find the golden mean for the right amount of
Drinks.
beverage to be able to,
to be comfortable, but to not slur our speech.
Or say something
it out there. We still have to be able to enunciate.
And function tomorrow morning.
Yeah, 8:00 will roll around quickly. So, Lance, what's going on in the bookstore this week?
oh, there's so this week.
It's a busy week.
It's so crazy this week. So the big thing
Oh,
is.
but this episode's going to drop after the big thing. So we need to think about the next week.
Oh, the next big thing.
Yeah, after the big
May the 4th.
thing.
That's coming up.
Oh yeah. So never mind about the big
Because it's already over.
Because it's already over.
We already
You're
had
too
Indie
late.
Thank you
Bookstore
so
Day.
much for everybody who turned out for
Yeah,
Indie Bookstore
it
Day.
was amazing.
So great to see all of you, and I hope you're enjoying those prizes that you received.
Yeah, and other cool things.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be able to make it without all y'all.
Thank you so much for supporting us.
So the next big thing, May the 4th is coming up, Star Wars nerds. And so we are going to be having an event in the store The first is April 28th. We're going to get together and have a work day. So please bring a roll of duct tape, and we're going to try to do our best to supply as much cardboard as we can. And we are going to be making models of vehicles, animals, armor, weapons, droids, planets.
Whatever you want to do,
Star
Wars related.
Things you like.
Make a Grogu in his little floating stroller thing.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a Grogu?
Bonus points for anything that's not explicitly Disney.
So you're meaning like the OG Star Wars.
Yeah.
Original trilogy.
I don't remember going to Star Wars because I would have been too little, but I remember going to the theater and seeing The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi in the theater. I even remember the car trip to go and see The Empire Strikes Back from our house to the theater.
I remember Return of the Jedi. I know we didn't go to see Empire Strikes Back.
I remember The Return of the Jedi that I spent part of the movie looking at the mural on the wall instead of looking at the movie. Do you know how like some old theaters had like actual like art? So the theater where we went to see The Return of the Jedi had this amazing mural on the wall with buffalo and horses. And like there was like a buffalo hunt going on.
So you weren't even interested in the movie? You were just watching
I was interested in the movie, but I had never been in that theater before. And so when there was a scene when it was like really light and I could see the mural, I would be like looking back and forth, back and forth, because I was trying to study the mural, but also wanting to watch the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, so I didn't see the original trilogy in theaters.
Yeah, no.
I saw the prequel trilogies in theaters.
Yes, I did too, yes. Did you go to see the re-releases of the original trilogy, like with the extended stuff they added in and they put those out in the theaters?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Oh.
I watched the original ones at my cousin's house. They are nerds and introduced me to a lot of nerd things.
Are they the ones who also showed you The Princess Bride the first time?
Yes, and Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shout out to my nerdy cousins.
So they're like your surrogate nerd family. Like they adopted you into nerdhood.
Because your dad is one of those people who enjoys watching sports.
Yes, I am not one of those people. So
that's not to say you can't enjoy sports and enjoy books.
That's true, but my father is not one of those people.
That. I'm saying that he's not really into sci-fi. He's more of a football and Top Gun.
Yes.
If they could put those two things together.
Movie, maybe.
Flying through the chiefest zone. Maybe Mahomes Zone.
Mahomes Zone.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, my nerd cousins, they're my people. Like,
they also introduced you to D&D, right?
Dungeons and Dragons and playing all kinds of nerdy board games and just,
kind
all kinds of nerd stuff.
Gateway drug.
Yeah, it's their fault. I'm a nerd, probably.
Well,
we thank them. We thank them then.
Yes, I'm grateful.
Well, okay, but also art. Like I was saying that I was staring at the art, and I would have to say I think it wasn't until college that I ever went to an actual art museum. Like I think you took me, the first time I ever went to an art museum, you took me and we went to the Wichita Art Museum.
Oh, really? I got to go in high school.
I never went to an art museum before that.
I got to go in high school, our art club. And did a trip to the Nelson Atkins.
Well, you've talked about your aunt taking you to see like ballet. She never took you to the art museum when you were a kid?
No, she didn't take me to the art museum, but she did. Yeah, she took me to see the Nutcracker in Kansas City.
Yeah.
When I was like 6 or 7. And I was like, I want to be a ballerina. And
I thought you wanted to be a mermaid.
Well, yes. Of course.
That was
before the ballerina. I saw The Little Mermaid when I was probably 3, and I wanted to be a little mermaid, or wanted to be the Little Mermaid. And then when I was like 6 or 7, saw the Nutcracker and was like, well, I want to be a ballerina now, but maybe a ballerina mermaid. I don't know.
Why not? Enjoy it all.
Also in May, lots of other things. We're still trying to plan for the next month.
Well, Mother's Day is in May, and graduation is in May.
Yes.
So if you need any gifts for those special events, come and see us.
I try to keep in stock for graduation. People always want, The Places You'll Go by Dr.
for sure.
Seuss.
Yes.
So I try to keep that in stock.
Maybe you should also have How to Talk to Your Cat About Firearm Safety.
I mean, we try to keep that in stock too. We've sold it a lot. But there's also, I've got on order There's, if you're a fan of Mo Willems and the Pigeon books, there is Will the Pigeon Graduate?
I kind of like You're Doing Awesome, the one with the pep talking
Woohoo, you're
chicken.
doing great.
Yeah, that's
Sandra
the one.
Boynton
too.
Yeah.
Woohoo, you're doing great.
We have pigeon and rubber duck finger puppets that you could get as a gift to go along with the pigeon graduation book.
There's another one would be a good graduation gift that's a children's picture book called You're on Your Way. And I'm trying to remember who the author is. I'm sorry. I think it's Melanie Watt, who does the Scaredy Squirrel books, if you're familiar.
An amazing children's book right now that I read for our story time in the store, Marcy and Giraffe.
Oh, yes, that one's
Which makes me think about what I was just talking about art museums and how I had a sad dearth and lack of art as a child. And, like, I grew up loving watching Bob Ross.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love Bob Ross?
Did you show me the thing about the beat and
I did.
Yeah.
So we have this thing in our kitchen sink that's like a screen to catch all of the stuff so it doesn't go down and clog up the drain. And every time that I take it out and I whack inside the trash can, it makes me smile and I say,
Bob Ross.
This always makes me think of Bob Ross.
Yeah.
And Lance is like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, are you serious? Like
The paintbrush thing.
When he cleans out his paintbrushes and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like,
What?
How do you not know? And so I found on YouTube this compilation of like, it just goes on and on, all these different clips of him cleaning out his brushes.
How did you not know that was
He's never actually watched a full episode of Bob Ross.
Lance Rundis?
Okay, so
How dare you?
Because Channel 12 looked like a drunken snowstorm when I was a kid, and you could only get it like
on UHF.
If the weather was just perfect,
and you stood on one leg
and you could
patted your head and rubbed your tummy.
You're joking about this, Megan, but it's absolutely true.
I know.
And I would like literally, my parents had a really, really long living room, and there were some channels that I, would put it on the UHF, and then I would go stand at the other end of the living room so that I could make out.
Yeah, it was like
the fuzzy image.
It was like a Seurat painting, trying to watch anything.
Yes, that is true.
Like, look, I can kind of make it out from back here. Like, there's a guy in front of a white cube.
Okay,
box.
But literally, this is one of my favorite memories with my mom. When I was in middle school in the summer, on Saturday afternoons. Well, first on Saturday morning, we would get up. We would do all of our weekly Saturday chores. Dusting, vacuuming, laundering, all of the weekly chores, and then we would make ourselves a fruit salad. Like I had a huge serving bowl size of fruit salad, and we would sit down and we would watch Bob Ross.
Nice.
That was our Saturday tradition. My mom and me.
I don't know. Saturday, like I watched it just occasionally if my dad would come across it. So I think my dad kind of wanted to be an artist.
Aww.
My mom told me that he tried to follow along and do a Bob Ross painting.
Aww.
But he wouldn't show it to anyone because he thought it was terrible.
Like the result.
Yep.
Aww.
She's like, he wouldn't show it to me.
Aww.
If I had something that I was very self-conscious about, I wouldn't show it to your mom either.
Right? I get it.
Absolutely
that's
not.
Fair.
Here's my fragile ego and my heart on a plate. No.
So yeah, she told me he got all the stuff and he followed along and wanted to do the Bob Ross and try to do it, and he would. I don't know what happened to it, but he would. He would not show it to me.
Okay, but you need to talk to your dad and encourage him and say it's about the process. And
I could help him.
It takes some
I
time.
have an art degree.
That's what I'm saying. You need to talk to your dad and help him. Gentle listeners, you may not have known this, but yes, Megan actually has a degree in art education.
Yeah, we all have education degrees in one sort or another.
And somehow we ended up being
not doing teacher stuff.
Yeah.
I am still technically
That's
a teacher.
You are still an educator. 1 out of 3. So Bob Ross also, I think good memories of Bob Ross is that in college, in the afternoons, it would be on. And it's a good thing to nap to because he's very soothing.
He has such a nice voice.
I would frequently nap to Bob
He was
Ross.
a drill sergeant.
I didn't know that he was a drill sergeant. I know said that he was in the army, but
he was.
That's hard to believe because he was very soft spoken and
Sound
chill.
off.
Sounds like a chill hippie.
And the whole afro thing, how did that fit under his army helmet?
I think that came later. I don't think that's a natural afro, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maggot,
it was the period.
Get down and give me 20.
Just
maggot.
a happy little 20.
You know,
Maggot.
his personality on the painting show is much closer to Mr. Rogers than Drill Sergeant.
Yeah.
So the other thing that's happening at the end of April, beginning of May, is what was formerly called, what most people call it, which is not politically correct and not acceptable, but now is called Unbound Gravel, in which people come from all over the world.
That's actually the end of May, beginning of June.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
Yes. Continue.
Yes.
It's only the hugest event in town.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
gosh.
there are, like, how many thousands? Like, it's thousands of people.
Yeah, from all over the world.
From like
Countries all over.
47 different nations. And the long race is like 360 miles or something.
I don't even know.
It is literally
wears me out
through
thinking
the
about
day.
it.
Doesn't it take overnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bike through the night,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Like they leave on, like it's a Friday and they get back on a Sunday, which I'm not sure what your ideas and notions of entertainment are.
It's not riding
It's
a bike.
more for the bragging rights. I don't think it's entertainment. It's for the bragging rights.
think
it's like
it's
the
more-
people who run marathons so that they can be like, I did this thing.
I think
'Cause,
it's
like,
not even the
normal-
bragging rights. I think it's just to see, like, to push the limits of what your body can do and to see what you are capable of. It's an
That's
endurance.
what I said. It's a bragging rights thing to say, I did this thing.
But I don't know that they brag about it. It's just to see if they can.
They absolutely brag about it.
See, and
Maybe
see,
I just
I'm
don't
not-
talk to those people.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they brag about it. I do think there is that. There are probably some that do brag about it,
Yeah.
but I think there are some that are also. It's just
They just want to try it, see if they can do it. Why not?
there are some people that's their life. That's their that's.
They're thrill seekers and want to see.
I can't say that I really understand that whole mindset.
Me either.
The thing to me is that I actually do really like to bike, but I can only do it for so long, and that bike seat.
Oh, the bike seat.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, no.
How would you be on a bike for that long without never being able to walk again?
What's the?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can actually get it, especially on guys. Like it can pinch the nerve down there, and it can affect
we don't need
things
to know
that
about
you
that.
don't need to affect. Like
I
it
don't need to
can make
know.
things not work in the southerly regions.
Right. I can't imagine being on a bike.
And
for
what's
that
the
length
name of
time.
that cream that you like? They have a
Oh,
special.
chamois butter.
Chamois butter.
Yeah,
They're
and
one of
We
the
see-
sponsors of the
yeah.
race. Yeah.
I would say you need a bushel of it for that stuff. Like
Yeah.
you want to have that on like an IV drip.
Don't want
to
any
the-
chafing.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, I like a good chain.
It's going to be an amazing and bizarre and just pretty cool to have all the and maybe that's why people are listening to our podcast, because there are people like Tour de France is that like that's a big deal. Like cycling is huge in France. So,
So
if
maybe
you
they're
are
searching
listening,
Emporia because of cycling?
yeah, if you're listening,
Who knows?
to hope to get some cycling tips, this is probably
Not your
going to be a
podcast.
little bit disappointing.
If you want book
honestly.
recommendations, we got you.
We do have some books about cycling, and we have some cycling
Yes.
stickers, and we will be open and like serving wonderful food during the races.
Yes. Last year, one of my favorite memories was this guy wandered in off the street and he walks in and just goes, bread? Because Lance was baking bread in the cafe and he could smell it from the street and he wandered in wanting bread.
The store does generally have a wonderful aroma of food.
Yeah.
But you really could smell it outside. Like people were like, because they kind of block off our section of Commercial Street.
And there's nowhere to park.
Yes.
Like,
that is, you know,
you have to hoof it.
that's part of it.
The
But
weekend of Unbound Gravel, you definitely have to hoof it.
yeah, a lot
'Cause-
of locals kind of just steer clear of downtown.
or even go on
but-
vacation and like Airbnb their houses
You
out
know,
to all of the thousands and thousands of people
what
who
you
come
gotta
in for
do.
the race.
But yeah, but it's just, you really could. Like I went outside. I don't remember why I went outside and walked around a little bit.
You don't typically go outside?
No, I do not.
Look at that pallid complexion. Of course you don't go outside.
She really doesn't go outside all that much because she burns too easily.
True. I'm pasty. But anyway, that's another thing. But I went outside to like go do something and then like had walked back in and I'm like, yeah, you can really smell the bread baking even out on the street outside.
Ozone.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of when I was a kid, the first time that I visited Milwaukee, and I was like, why does it smell like bread everywhere? And they're like, the breweries?
Yep.
Oh.
Bread and cheese and sausage, man.
No, the breweries.
But that's
air
like
smells
there's
like
lots of cheese and beer and
all the good things.
Cheese hats, Wisconsin cheese hats.
For all of you who may or may not listen to us, what's the North American? Is it 001?
Oh, the code?
Yeah, is it 001?
That seems right.
001 and then
Country code.
785-614-3643. That is us. So if you want to call, you'll have to know. We may not be open because it depends on how many hours you're off. I know that
true.
Finland is off by 7.
No, they're not off.
Well, we're off by 7.
it's different.
It's just different.
It's just different.
It's different.
Different.
Well,
different isn't
Greenwich
bad
Mean
or
Time.
off.
The people in Greenwich know exactly what time it is, and of course,
Greenwich
England
is
the one.
world standard because
they're
imperialism.
British. So of course it's their ball
Well,
and
think
everybody
about
else.
it. It's true.
Yeah.
So do give us a call. We would love to hear you.
If you're coming for Unbound Gravel, come in and see us at 606 Commercial.
Mon français est mieux.
Mais très mal.
Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Aber and if Spanish is just not there at all, and Vietnamese,
Sorry, folks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
no
call
idea.
and say hi.
We'll use Google Translate.
So we are running to the end of our episode.
Seriously? We've been wandering around about nothing for 30 minutes.
I mean, that's not surprising.
Scarcely seen each other for like how long? So.
And we had beverages.
I still can't see Megan.
Yeah, I can I can see your hair and your headphones, and
I
that's
can't
it.
see you at all.
Nope.
I think you're over there somewhere.
I am. Do you see the cat? The cat's
No,
been
I
hanging out
see-
behind me the whole time.
I see nothing.
So we're going to end with books, at the very least, end with books. Right now, I'm reading American Fantasy, or listening to American Fantasy. Really enjoying it. Didn't expect to. It's not really. I am not the demographic for that book. It's about
It's mine. Like, I should be reading that.
Yeah,
Why
it's about
am I not reading it?
because you're lame. It's about
It's not a fantasy book, though, so no, it's not your demographic.
no, and it's
But
about.
I mean, it's a millennial type of
It's
vibe.
a general fiction about a cruise line, and there are 3 different kind of main characters that are traced through. One is Sarah, who is a lesbian talent agent handler on board a cruise ship, and her experience, and another is Annie, whose sister and her were big fans of the band Boy Talk.
Which is
Small
a
boy band.
fictitious.
This is a fictitious boy band from the era of NSYNC and
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
So, again, targeted towards me.
There is just a bunch, like, the cruise line is filled with middle-aged women, and it talks a lot about issues pertinent to middle-aged women and to the things they go through. And there's kind of some trash-talking men in many places. It is what it is, but it's really. And then the last character is a guy named Keith, who is one of he's like the emo boy on the Boy Talk band. And
The sad boy.
actually has a soul and has.
He's the one that I would be interested in. He's probably tall, dark, and handsome, isn't he?
I have no idea.
It doesn't describe his appearance. Even if he's not dark and handsome, if he's the emo boy, he probably dyed his hair black.
Yeah,
Probably, yes. That would track.
but it's been heartfelt, and it's been. I don't know if it's going to be like, I haven't finished it yet. I don't know if it's going to end up being kind of a romancy, schmomancy thing, but it hasn't been the sort of romance that's like not
Spicy.
my jam.
Spicy and awkward.
Yeah. So I'm also looking forward to just reading with an actual book, and I'm not even sure. I started reading the Egyptian Book of the Dead the other day.
Of course you did. You're reading a book geared towards millennial middle-aged women. And then the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
That is so you.
Sums up Lance.
I love you exactly the way you are.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
No, because you read a little bit of everything.
She's saying that you,
and you try
are
to connect.
very diverse.
Yeah, you read all kinds of stuff.
And you're always
I
looking for new experiences and new knowledge.
It's true.
That's how you've always been.
Yep.
Okay.
Not making fun. I just think it's
I am reading Project
funny.
Hail Mary because we went to see the movie first because the book is always better. And I am loving the book. I'm more than halfway through, and I highly recommend it. It's really good.
And just a friend. I don't know if I can call him a friend anymore. Made me watch the first season of...
You're saying you're now unfriending
You're now
him?
enemies.
He tortured you?
You made a deal. You made a Faustian bargain.
It really was. I'm going to call him Mephistopheles from now on. Because I watched most of the first season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It was so horrible.
Yeah, but you're hanging on by the skin of your teeth to get to Danny DeVito because you are a
love
Danny DeVito fan.
Just hang in there. It might be worth it.
You'll get there eventually.
Maybe.
It might be worth it. I need
don't
that on
know,
a t-shirt.
dude.
I'm going to make a t-shirt that says, it might be worth it. Like, Middle Ground Books, it might be worth it.
No, we're totally
Middle
worth
Ground
it.
Books is totally worth it. Yeah, for sure.
Because you're worth it.
We need those hoodies.
It's not like
Megan,
CoverGirl. I
let's
don't
see.
know. Oh, so I'm in between audiobooks at the moment, which is usually how I consume things. But I think I talked about last time about the horror book that I just finished that was gross.
But you are reading an actual book right now.
Yes. So the physical book that I am reading is a sci-fi book
Called Absinthe.
called Absinthe. I can't remember the authors.
Okay, I'll Google it.
Sorry.
Keep going.
So it is called, they're calling it like sort of a, so steampunk is sort of a Victorian era futuristic sci-fi genre. This is called decopunk because it's set during the 1920s. So yeah, it's futuristic alternative history kind of thing, but set in the 20s. So there are like mechs and robots, but it's in a 1920s setting. And so it kind of has this...
Brendan P. Bellecourt.
Thank you. Yes. I've had this book sitting on my shelf for ages and ages and just never got around to reading it. And I was
But that's the good thing. Books are shelf stable.
Right. They are. They keep. So there's a lot of government conspiracies and like a mystery trying to uncover what's really going on. And so it's after the Great War, and the main character is kind of, he has these gaps in his memory of his time in the service. And
mysterious.
Yes. And so there's all these things that start happening and memories that start to pop up again, and he's trying to piece together what really happened and what is actually real, because he's starting, like, he's seeing things and really questioning, like, did I really just see that kind of thing? And then there's people coming into his life that he has no memory of. He's finding out more. He's like, oh, like, we actually knew each other. And like, so there's a lot of that.
Dun,
It's
dun,
been,
dun.
yes, yeah. But I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty fun.
It says, by the way, that Brendan P. Bellecourt is a pseudonym for Arthur Bradley P. Beaulieu. I wonder what Bradley P. Beaulieu wrote.
You know,
No idea.
I don't know that guy.
Me either. I think this was picked up in a bookstore many years ago because the cover
It's from
looked cool.
2021,
Yeah.
according to what I just...
Well, it couldn't
So-
be that many years ago.
So, I mean,
Kinda read
2021.
it like 5 years ago.
5 years ago. But yeah, I've had it sitting around for 5 years, and I picked it up just because I'm like, that
So-
cover looks neat.
Here are some books by Bradley P. Beaulieu. It looks like he writes fantasy. 12 Kings of Shardakai, The Dragons of Deepwood, A Veil of Spears.
This is solidly sci-fi.
So it looks like under his other name, he does more like fantasy.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so I'm excited to finish it. So far it's been like, a lot of action, quick pacing, lots of stuff happening, but they kind of described it, I think, as like Inception mixed with The Great Gatsby mixed with Metropolis, if you know, like the silent film.
Mixed with High C.
No. So anyway, so it's been fun and intense, but also I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm not halfway through, so I'm still fairly early on, but there's been a lot. It's been a high action packed kind of thing so far.
So as we are finally drawing to a close, I do like one of the things, one of the reasons we did a podcast is because we don't really love the whole marketing thing, like in terms of trying to voice things onto other people and do sales and stuff. And it really is about establishing a rapport and getting to know our people. And so if you do listen to us, whether that's in Vietnam or Sweden or in Burlington, do reach out. We are at 606 Commercial Street in Emporia, Kansas. You know, if you want to write a letter, that would be awesome. I would totally write you back. If you can read it, my penmanship is really bad. But send us a letter.
You could also type and print it out and just sign your name.
No.
Yes, you could.
No.
It's a thing. Word processing is a thing.
No.
It's all right.
Like if it's a letter, it's going to be written in hand.
It's true.
Or you could email us at admin@middlegroundbooks.com or on the socials.
Where can they find us, Megan?
What's our MySpace address, Megan?
I don't know, like Middle Ground Books. That's what all of our other social handles are, is Middle Ground Books. Just Google Middle Ground Books and you can probably find us.
And you can ask for any of us by name or for Kai and Diego as well, or even Cam.
They've not been on the podcast, but sure, they'll be there sometimes.
So until next time,
we'll meet you in the middle. Hey, I'm Megan from Middle Ground Books. Thanks for listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours with me, Deborah, and Lance. If you're in Emporia, stop in and see us at 606 Commercial Street. Browse books and other fun stuff, sip some tea, and just enjoy the bookshop vibes. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making it sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, we'll meet you in the middle. Okay, no, I found it, guys.
What?
An item is considered antique if it is at least 100 years old, but an item is considered vintage if it is at least 20 years old. So I'm vintage. You're vintage. Lots of things are vintage. That 20 years is not that long.
Cars are, it's different as far as like getting an antique license plate on your car.
And I don't know that I want to eat vintage SpaghettiOs.
I don't think vintage food is a good idea, no. I mean, we could use vintage recipes and recreate vintage foods. That I can get behind.
Is also frequently a bad idea.
Like the whole yesteryear cookbooks.
Yeah, or the Midwestern Miss salads.
I'm going to make this lovely salad, don't you know?
Yikes. Those all sound terrible.
What's the tuna mousse?
Oh my God.
And she takes a bite, and the faces she makes, she's like, wow. I love her videos.
I like when she makes the face, and she'll be like, it's not that bad.
It's really not that bad. And she can't believe she's saying it, but yet.
I mean, the guy who does the yesteryear baking does that too. He's like, how is this good?
Right? Like, this should be disgusting.
This should be absolutely gross based on what I put in this.